Coaching a team is a tough enough task, but building a program from scratch takes a great deal of vision, determination, and patience. We'd like to introduce you to two coaches who will be tackling that tough challenge as Elon begins its women's lacrosse program.
Beginning competition in the spring of 2014, the women's lacrosse team, Elon's newest Division I program, got a huge boost when head coach Josh Hexter was hired.
Good, and shoot it early.
A former player at Assumption College and head coach at Bridgewater State College, Hexter has spent the better part of the last decade as an assistant coach with the prestigious Duke women's lacrosse team. But ambition and the chance to build a program from the ground up led him to Elon.
Coming from Duke, I was there for 8 years, loved it, could have stayed there forever, but I wanted to go back to being a head coach. And with Elon opening up so close to home, I could take that next step.
One of Hexter's first orders of business? Find an assistant. And who better to call on than one of Hexter's former players at Duke, 2011 graduate and USA Under-19 world champion, Virginia Crotty.
I was in Manhattan, I was working in advertising up there. You know, something I thought I'd always do after college and graduating, but it was one of those things that I wasn't loving it. New York kind of wasn't my thing at the time, and when Josh gave me that call, I was like, what an opportunity. It's not just coaching, it's starting a program from the ground up. And after I saw the campus, met with, the athletic administration, it was a no-brainer.
I never thought she would come down from that job, but we made the call, and lucky for me, she was all in.
When playing at such a high level for so long, Crotty believes the sport becomes a part of you.
I realized how much I missed it. Obviously playing was the biggest thing, but just my teammates and the atmosphere, and this is the closest thing kind of to that. I really enjoy this, and I think the biggest part of it is actually interacting with younger girls who are going to go through this process that I had just been through. And I feel like I could give them a lot of insight because I was just there, and I feel like my words would be legitimate.
Both of these coaches understand each other's strengths and can appreciate what each can bring to this budding team.
On the field, there's a certain work ethic that's needed, and there's a platform that you need to be on in order to be a perennial Final Four caliber team. And so having Virginia here as my assistant and having been to the 5 Final Fours in the past 8 years will bring all of that over.
He was always the fun guy, but he doesn't take laziness, that's for sure. He expects hard work ethic, but with that comes the fun.
And fun is what they expect to have with this team. Both of these coaches understand how special it is to be a part of a new program and mold it to their liking. But they also know that they expect success to follow.
I think the biggest thing for me is setting that standard, setting that bar, that we get to do that.
Knowing that down the line, we want to be a Final Four team. We want to be one of those teams that is fighting for that spot in the dance in the last 2 games of the season. We feel like if we can get these top student athletes to come to Elon, then why not? Why can't we be one of those teams?
I'm so happy I took this job. I haven't looked back, and I'm really excited for the future.
Though the team does not start competition until next year, Coach Hexter is hard at work coaching up current club players and recruiting for next season, as the team will be competing in the Atlantic Sun Conference.